what I'd like to do here is I'd like to shave off a little bit of this piece to cut it, but what we have to do first is convert the mesh. So from the .3mf file, I come here and then I go to mesh, modify, convert mesh, and then I'll just click OK. And now that it is solid, we can go into solid and then go construct and then plane through 3 points. But what I want to do first is I want to measure it. So in order to measure, I can just hit I, and then I can measure from 1 point to, let's say, and I want this to be 3 millimeters. So distance is about 3.6. So then now that I have my measurement, what I want to do is I want to go into construct and then go plane through 3 points. So I'll pick this point here, maybe this point here, and then let me rotate so that I can pick and I'll zoom out. So it'll be, let me see if I can just grab the bottom one. Oh, it looks different. The triangles do look different there. So okay, so maybe if we just count from here, so there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 counted from there. Let's see if we can count 5 from here. So say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's the plane. Okay, now we've selected the plane. After we've split the body, what we do is we just open up to the body that we want. So it's this one here, object ID 2. And then what we do is right click and then we just hit remove. Okay, trying to do the fillet again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit F, and then I'm going to select the edge that I want, and I'll make this 2 millimeters. Actually, I might just make it 1 millimeter, and then hit enter, and then I'll try it again. So I'm going to go this one here and hit 1 millimeter and hit enter. Maybe 2 millimeters. Next, what I do is what I want to do is I want to lengthen it again. Again, I'm going to construct a 3D plane. So I'll go through the 3 points. So I'll pick point 1, point 2. And point 3 here, and click OK, and then I'm going to split body again and select my first item, select my second item, and then click OK. So what I did was I selected object ID 1 and I want to move it. So let me click it again. And then move copy, so M, and then I'm just going to move this by the distance that I want, which is going to be, let's say, 5 centimeters, and then click OK. Next, what we're going to do is use the loft join method to bridge the gap. So we'll go under create, and then we'll go to loft, and then we'll select the first flat face here, and then I'll rotate around to select the second flat face there, and then I'll click, and then the operation is join, and then we just click OK. Because we had cut through the part of the solid, it's now 2 objects. So what we need to do is join it. So we're going to hit modify, combine, and then we're going to select object ID 1 and then select object ID 2, and then that'll join the part from where we had cut from before. And then after that we can go to mesh and then export, 3D print, and then click the object that we want, click OK, and then we'll call it tablet holder elongated 1, and we'll click yes, and then we'll have our join tablet. Second example here, again what we have is the mesh, so I'm going to select the mesh and then I'm going to convert it to the solid. And what I want to do is I want to elongate it again, so I'm going to pick get a plane, so I'm going to go to solid now and then go to construct a plane through 3 points. So I'm going to pick point here, and point here, and then click OK. Split body, so go modify split body, select the body, and then the splitting tool will be this split, and then click OK. And now that it's split, I want to elongate, so I'm going to pick the first body and then I'm going to move, so modify, move, and then I'm going to move it this way, again 50 millimeters, and then click OK. And then now we want to add that loft again, so we'll go to create loft, click this edge here, rotate it, click the second edge there and then click OK. We can click the object and then go to mesh, export, 3D print, OK, tablet stand elongated, and then hit enter.